So we're moving past on the theory of fundraising, and now we go straight into the live pitch live, the moment of truth in the funding room. So the mission here is to distill what investors are looking for beyond the slide deck, the psychology, the delivery, and what happens when they stress test the founders. So we focus on three key things: the core qualities, how you handle failures, how to make the product pitch itself, so the foundational area. So let's talk about the way that the founder thing is a huge deal. So they see the model thinking as what was execution risk. So if you cannot articulate a complex idea simply, how are you going to lead the team or execute the strategy when things get tough? And so it's about the clarity. Can you explain your complicated idea in a simple way? So the critical, these are the critical indicators. Comes huge because because your grace under the pressures. It is a preview of how you can handle the real market chaos. So will you maintain command or just unravel? And then do you have enough confidence? It is not just about enthusiasm. It's not about being loud. It's about conviction. If an investor asks your total addressable markets and you hesitate, that is the sign of doubt. And doubt is a serial killer. And the last one is connections. Are you reading the room, or are you just reciting the script that you memorize? So if they interrupt, you have to be able to pivot. And the investor, they're looking for a partner, not a recording. So this is the perfect lead into an example. So let's talk about the case study of Mirror. So Mirror, when they do the serial A pitch, and when they're about to do the pitch, the screen just go black, and this is what they call is the power move. So Mirror, they didn't freeze, they didn't apologize, they pivot the moment. So they draw the demo and they use their own product, the whiteboard, to get it right out there. So investor didn't see this is a failed demo. They saw resilience. They saw creative problem solving. They see the recovery, not perfections. Grace under pressure itself. So if resilience is about recovery, so let's talk about avoiding the need for it. That's when we are going to discuss the second. The second case study is about 11 lab pitch. This is about making the product the proof, and it's incredible move. So the entire pitch was narrated by their own AI. So they're using synthetic voice generated by their own platform. So the brilliant here is that it forced the investor to experience the technology. They weren't just hearing about it, they were hearing it. They were hearing about the product. So the voice were multilingual, emotionally tuned, and the product delivering the message about the product. The pitch became the proof. So the takeaway is, don't just describe your innovation, demonstrate the value completely, that the pitch itself become unforgettable and viral moment. So The C here is the resilient, the demonstration. The big rules for delivery is the three dimensions of delivery. So first is about the content, the logic, the data, and the story. Then connection, the authenticity, using eye contact, vocal variety, um, to build to build the trust. And the final one is the control, managing your time, navigate navigate the tension, especially during tough question. So it's about owning the room, and the philosophy is not about you're not pitching the slide, you're pitching belief, you're pitching your own presence. And when you walk out the room, investors should remember how you made them feel, not just the number you set. So based on this true case study, so here is a thought I want to leave for everyone to think about. So how could you internalize your own story so deeply that it just flow and adapt to any interruption, any breakdown or blank screens? So this is something to think about before we prepare the pitch.